The Youth for Media and Information Literacy, an Influencer for Change project by Prince Charles Dixon, sought to engage young people along with members of existing traditional community networks. The idea to tackle misinformation by enhancing their media and information literacy capacities. Participants were drawn from different faiths and ethnicities to work together and understand the danger of misinformation and social media misuse, while acting as interfaith youth champions who encourage pluralism, inclusivity, and diversity.
Concerning COVID-19, the kind of half-truths, the kind of fake news, the kind of distorted news that have been shared concerning COVID-19 is also affecting how people view and take all this information. Number one of the fake information that have been peddled concerning COVID-19 is that some group of elites are trying to cut down the population of the poor. And I've seen largely Italy, UK, and some other countries have been the biggest victims of COVID-19. So when people peddle those kind of rumors, it actually fall flat on the face.
You're talking about fake news and misinformation these days is quite instructive, considering the outbreak in COVID-19 and other anxieties, especially in Nigeria, where people are eager for information and information is not there, or people have many information that are not, there are no means to verify which one is really genuine and which one is fake.
There is a deficit of correct or regular information. So when there's a deficit of correct and regular information, people must definitely look for information. Nature abhors vacuum. So if you don't inform people, they'll be misinformed. So probably that's why we see rise in a lot of news. And don't forget the ICT boom, the ICT generation. You're just a click away from giving out news.
What is fake news and what is regulation has to do with where the news is coming from, and does it benefit me at the end of the day. So my take is that if we are going to have a level playing ground or a level platform as to regulations, yes, let us have regulations, but it shouldn't be seen stifling the media or stifling the press, because let me tell you, no society survives or thrives without the media.
When the first report of COVID-19 came up, they now say it's 5G that caused the COVID-19, of which they have not been verified. Now they have bring another story that if you take the vaccine, a heat can magnate or light can come out from it. If you put a bulb, you see light. These are all fake news because they have not been verified by the scientific. And these are things that cause a lot of havoc to the society. And I think the way out, they need to sensitize the public.
A new generation of young persons who are social media savvy are experiencing disinformation, misinformation, and rumor, and a pandemic. And so therefore, you can see how information is being mismanaged because there is no central information management system. So we've seen a lot of information regarding COVID-19 which are not necessarily correct. And then there is no known mechanism to fight disinformation, either as a government, either as a system, either for CSOs, and either as a social media system. So what I think people should be thinking about is misinformation in one end and its impact in security and peace conversations. Because when these things escalate, people have developed conspiracy theories around the fact that COVID is meant to wipe out Christians, wipe out Muslims, to generate funds for Europeans to kill black people. And if you allow some of this information go unmanaged without reacting to the truth, we will have escalating issues in the peace and security domain.
How then can we do away with fake news? Verify the source. If you can't verify the source, don't share it to another person.
Some of these things usually come around, and when they come around, there are doctors, renowned doctors, pharmacists who have tested and affirm that COVID-19 is real, and people are actually dying of it. And this is not far from the truth, that we've seen people dying. We've seen videos, we've seen corpses, and we've seen everything. So we do not stand the chance, and it will not be good for well-known people, enlightened people, to also key into the ignorance of the majority or the few and believe the position that COVID-19 is either a religious war or a tribal war or an ethnic war or even a war against the blacks.
Fake news bring dishonesty. Fake news causes lack of trust. Fake news kills. Fake news causes sicknesses.
Fake news is information that mislead a lot of people and causes a lot of problem, causes a lot of huge amount of loss to the government and then to the society at large.
Truth remains the same, even in the next 30, 40, 70 years to come. That same thing that is the truth remains the same, and that is why our country is still like this. If we stand by the truth, it will be better someday. But because of lies and fake news, the country is not looking like a country, it's looking like where people gather. Let's learn how to always see the truth, because truth will surely and always prevail.
Connexus is a project of Search for Common Ground. The work of Connexus is made possible by the generous support of the European Union.